Emergency continues right now in several counties in Florida, and this has been ongoing for weeks. The toxic algae emergency affecting the St. Lucie River has water officials seeking some creative solutions to stop the spread.
Local 10 News reporter Amy Viteri joined South Florida Water Management in the sky for a look at the problem. Amy joins us live.
Well, Janine, right now we are at South Florida Water Management headquarters, and this water you see behind me is not affected by that algae. But as you mentioned, we had a chance to ride along with water management officials to both get a look at how widespread this problem is, as well as a look at some of the solutions they've been putting in place. And from what we saw today, they are seeing some improvements. Flying over the St. Lucie River in Stewart, we can see the telltale neon green hugging the shore close to boat docks.
Well, we're right over Lake Okeechobee right now, and you can see why they're trying to keep this water out of the estuary. Take a look at the problem underneath us. That is the algae we've seen covering nearly the entire surface that we've flown over. You can see that bright green algae, and that is exactly what they are trying to keep out of the estuary because of all of the problems it's causing.
Releases like this from Lake Okeechobee are part of the problem. Nutrients in this water mixed with the St. Lucie River. The Army Corps of Engineers says the release is necessary to manage water levels over concerns with the strength of the lake's dike.
So what South Florida Water Management District is doing now is relying on public and private properties where they can take some of that water and store it. Like what you see here below me, this is private property, and they are holding some of that lake water here.
And here, the water cooling reservoir at the Florida Power and Light Power Plant in western Palm Beach County. It can hold and use over 2 billion gallons of the affected lake water rather than pushing it out into the river.
Some of our scientists were out in their boats yesterday in the estuary and all up and down the canal, and they didn't see any visible algae on the main canal itself.
Along with lake water concerns, many point to stormwater runoff, septic systems, and huge agricultural companies' impact on the water that will perpetuate this problem.
The Florida Department of Environmental Protection have what they call a basin management action plan that looks at the basins and how much nutrients are coming off the basin into those waterways.
Now, another thing officials are doing right now, they are actually holding more water up north in Lake Kissimmee and some of the surrounding lakes to keep that water from making its way down here to already stressed Lake Okeechobee. Now, that has been met with some controversy because of some endangered wildlife, specifically some birds' nests that are being impacted in that area up north. But again, the bottom line here is as long as the conditions remain the same, hot outside with that same type of nutrients in the water, we could continue to see these algae blooms recur. We're live in West Palm Beach. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.